G'day, it's Matt, the 1 Minute Gardener here. At Cherry Row we're always trying to come up with ideas to make gardening easy and save you time in the garden. And something that comes up all the time is how to plant a plant. And just what I want to show you is a few easy tips to planting a plant and just how to do it correctly. So if you do take a plant home and you want to put it in the garden, we like to make sure that it actually flourishes for you, not just grows and survives. So if you have a look down here on the ground, the idea is to dig like a dish-shaped hole, not like a square bucket-sided hole. I've loosened this soil up a bit earlier, as you can see, but just a hole a bit like that, dish-shaped. Once you've done that, if your garden soil isn't as good and as rich as this one that we've already had here for a few years, you'd put a bit of compost or a bit of all-in-one fertiliser in there and mix it through the soil as well. But today we're just going to plant it into this great soil that we've already had here and done a lot of work on. So the next step's just to get some 1 minute fertiliser. This is our favourite stuff for refeeding, and it's also really good for when you're putting a new plant into the ground. We're going to put a little bit under the roots, and it's coated so it won't burn the roots, so just be careful if you're going to use another fertiliser under the roots. It must be coated with the right sort of coating. So that might look like a lot of fertiliser there, but the plant we're going to plant is a big hungry gardenia, and one of the main complaints about gardenias is that they're not growing well, and the main way to get a gardenia growing better is to feed it and water it more. They're pretty easy going, you won't overwater them very easily. So we've got plenty of fertiliser underneath. I'm going to pop him out of the pot. I never tease the roots unless they are absolutely, strangling the pot. So just straight in like that so we don't damage any roots. I'm going to put it in there. The next bit's fairly easy. Just bury it into the ground like that. Now I probably could have got that a little bit deeper there, but generally the lay of the land is where you want the top of the pot and this root ball to sit, not below or above. If you put it too high, it drains a bit too well. And then just a little bit more of a top coat of this 1 minute fertiliser around there. Now what we're doing is we're keeping that right over the root ball, and we're going to dig it in a bit so it stays here. This fertiliser will feed this plant for 6 months if you can get it to stay put. And then you're going to put your mulch back on top, and that really helps the fertiliser stay put, keeps the weeds down and keeps the watering. So that's my tips on planting a plant 1 minute gardener style, so it grows well for you. It's less time watering and less maintenance. If you can get it to settle in fast with that fertiliser and that bit of soil improvement, you'll have a lot easier to grow plant.